Hello and welcome back to the Shmuseum. Today we're heading back to TDF to go and see the assembled F1 car. I can't wait for this. It's
going to be really, really exciting. As you can probably hear, the team from Novus are still here making lots of noise and doing lots of cool stuff.
And there's some cool progress. We have doors. We're going to recap a little bit of this in a moment. We have doors over there. Martin's working on the door frames and things. But we're not just going to go and see the reassembled F1 car. We're going to head out despite the cold and be a little bit crazy, and Tom and I are going to hop into... Is this the right idea?
Probably not, but in the last video we took the most practical thing we could find.
The Luton van.
Now you're taking the least practical thing.
Yes, so MSRT very kindly sourced us a Luton van to be able to take all of the F1 car components up to TDF. It was the end of the day, so they didn't really have enough opportunity to take the hours required to put it all back together. We're going to head up today for the final parts of that, the bodywork going back on. Of course, it still needs the livery and there are still other touches, so it's not completed, finished per se, but it is coming back together. But I also want to share with you something when we do get back here. Now, I'm running the Lusso at the moment, the practical Ferrari for now, future practical Ferrari on the horizon. But inside here, I have brought something back in, that made me jump, in this box that I'm going to show you, but I'm going to wait until we get back home. It's going to be the finishing touch to what's happening over there. The literal finishing touch. This car, look how filthy this is.
We need to write something in it. Don't write some dirty cars,
it's PPF,
that's a bad idea.
But don't do it, and never do it to someone else's car, ever. But progress over here is cool. Let's recap what's been going on while I've been out for the day, and then we'll take it from there.
Time for progress update here on the mezzanine build. The bulkheads are going amazingly, but we have a door. This is looking fantastic. And again, I know that sounds silly, but given where this started and where we now are, to have this is amazing. So we'll start to see, as dark as it is, the reception room taking shape from the entrance, coming in. That's the door straight into the garage, the barn, the Shmuseum, and then this will be the one coming into the lounge / office area. So yeah, really amazing to see this start to take shape. Martin, what exactly is happening with this piece?
We're taking it out. No, we're not. We're going to fill the hole in.
This hole here?
Yes, this is the bit where the fan unit outside left a big hole in the wall and the water was getting in. We've now sealed it up, so we can now put the last piece of the jigsaw in the wall. See the hole in there? If I don't put my screw dead centre, it can move the hinge in or out.
Okay.
That item centralises your drill bit.
Okay.
Like...
Oh, okay, so that is perfectly centred.
Tricks of the trade.
I'm learning so much.
Use the right tools for the right job and you won't go wrong.
Well, we are using the right tool, we have you.
Ha 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 ha, I'm off.
So what are we doing here?
So basically I'm giving this the first coat of the tape and joint, and in this scenario, because of how cold the weather has been over the last few weeks and the fact that it is still so cold in here today, I'm having to fill this channel so tightly because nothing is drying.
Okay.
And from my previous experience of taking the joint, and I have found that less is definitely more.
Okay.
Because it's trying to sand this down when it's about 1 inch thick.
Not the easiest thing in the world.
It's definitely not something that we recommend.
I'm guessing there's also a risk then of when you do start sanding it down, you get to a level where it hasn't fully dried if you go too soon?
Yes, basically, yeah. If you just divert your camera to the ceiling quickly, I don't know if down the middle of that channel on there you can see that it has got a yellowy wet tinge to it still.
Yeah, just in the centre.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I was to sand that now, a good percentage of that would basically just come back out.
Okay.
So, yeah, unfortunately, this won't be able to be sanded until we're back in the new year.
Okay. But we can then sand it and get painting and get decorating?
No, it will need a second coat, but the second coat is a lot thinner.
Okay.
And hopefully, by that point, we will have a rise in temperature in here, so it should go off quickly and we'll be able to sand it pretty much the next day after applying it.
Perfect. Okay, well, I've now learned something. I'm going to let you crack on. Hopefully you guys have learned something as well, and yeah, we'll see this when it's finished.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Back to the current time. We have doors. Missing handles.
Special secret door. Password.
Boom.
Thank you very much.
Until we have handles.
Look how dark it is in here.
It's kind of trippy, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
So this
you
is-
back out that door.
Yeah, this is all. Yeah, but this is all like planned. People might be thinking doors which direction. The idea here is that the door from here you can see the shutter. You know, so that when you open this door, you've got the sight lines towards the exit, etc. Because if it was that way, you'd be blind, and you don't want that if that's open, etc., etc., etc. All of that. Obviously, the pad for the thing has been moved. This is kind of in Tim height position. It was a bit higher. It's now in Tim height position. Anyway, that's a whole different topic.
Going back in here?
We're going back through this way.
I don't know if we are going through here.
This
We might.
door opens like this into the loungy office room. We'll have to have a stopper on the ground, but we'll do the carpets and stuff, obviously. And then this will all be kind of glassed up, and it's amazing actually to see this. I love this. The way I'm gonna go through the glass wall,
Again.
smash. The way this is coming together, this like enclosed space is really, really nice. The last bit of the wall to be finished up. And from the outside, you're gonna come through a glass wall as well?
Yep.
Smash, just like that. From the outside, I've had a really cool idea, which I haven't yet told you and Tom about, that I'm planning to do here with what's
no.
gonna happen up along this bit.
Should I be worried?
No, you shouldn't be worried. It's
Okay.
all good. It's all coming in the future, and it's all good, believe me. But with what we're gonna do here, obviously that's gonna get boarded up higher eventually, because that becomes a storage room and offices up to where the end of the railings are.
Yep.
Yeah, just mark my words. It's going to be very, very good. It's going to be very perfect. Being handled by pros, not letting us loose. Although we're probably going to get a little bit loose with this ourselves with painting.
Yeah, I think we should get involved with something. This stuff we need to leave to the experts, but how hard can it be to paint something, right?
Oh,
to
don't
paint
say
a
that.
wall.
Never say, never ever say how hard can
That's
it be.
why I said it.
So just after we had everything cleaned and tidied by
Yes.
Status Detailing, we're now going to pull this out today. It doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to make sense. But we want to go up and see the progress with James and the team at TDF. We want to go and see how that's coming along. And do you know what? It's nice weather outside right now. It's
Yeah.
already getting towards the end of the day. Shortest days of the year around now.
We might as well make the most of them. So you and Tom get to go and enjoy that. It
gonna
also
do
needs
this.
a drive, actually, from my document.
It does need a drive.
It needs to run out.
It's been too long. That's one of the reasons for it. The GT also needs a drive. So send her out, and when we get back, that parcel, but there are also other parcels. It's actually going to be a bit like Christmas. It's a bit of stuff to unbox and unpack and show. So that's the plan for me a little bit later on. Right, let's do this. Let's go and figure what's happening where, get in this, and get on the road, and leave these guys to it. Now, the one downside of taking the Senna is that there's not a whole lot of space for bags in here. This is where you should head around the other side and experience the struggles, because they're very real.
Is this where we swap into the fitted luggage for the McLaren Senna?
That would be the smart way to go about it.
It would.
Basically, ow, I just clobbered my hand on the carbon seat. You have to try and squeeze a bag up here and then shuffle it around so it doesn't slide around while you're driving. And then try and hopefully make sure that it's wedged.
Is there potentially room for mine, or is it
No,
between
that's a footwell
It's between
job.
my legs. Okay, I'll put it down by my feet.
That'll have to do. The other thing we need to do is unplug the CTEC Smart Charger, which is tucked in around here. I still don't get this nose bridge thing, the way this works and how hard it is to find the point. There we go, that's clicked in.
Let me take this one off of
You got that?
Yeah,
Pop that away.
got that one.
And then start up and go, basically. I've never been in this car with Tom driving, ever.
Have you ever been in it as a passenger at all?
Yeah, I've been a
Okay.
passenger in the car,
Just not with me.
just not with you.
He has. And he's still alive, so I think you'll be okay.
Bodes well then.
Yeah.
We got the thumbs up.
It's still in one piece. I didn't find any Asda trucks. We're good.
You found one fewer Asda truck than I did.
See, so actually I should probably be driving on that logic.
It wasn't my fault, right. Let's get this started and let's get going. Now, Tom was just saying that this car for a drive like this is, what was it?
Perfectly usable.
Perfectly usable. With a bag wedged in behind. It's noisy. It's not the most comfortable in the world. These seats aren't as bad as they look.
No,
they
it's
look
not.
brutal.
And as someone who is slightly wider than yourself, even I'm fairly comfortable in here.
It's a bit of a cruise though, and it's actually quite a nice day. Sun's starting to set already, because obviously, but one of the funny things is just, I forget, because I haven't driven this car all that often, how much attention it gets. The people that go past, how everybody does some kind of double take or grabs their phone. We just drove under a bridge
Yeah.
where exactly that happened, and
But I
pretty
think-
much everybody that goes past is like,
I think I'm noticing it more than you, because I find, or at least myself, when driving this car, you are focused on driving the car.
You have to be, because it drags and pulls everywhere. Is that an RS7? Nice.
Yes, it is.
It's probably a better car for this drive.
Probably. Maybe I'm going to go RS6. You know me, estate car.
Same. Different boots. Double taking. Get those necks craned, boys. Tom, I've got a question. Why are we driving when it started raining?
I have no idea. I guess this is one of those it seemed like a good idea at the time situations.
And you know what? This is when we're going to swap over. There's the services in like 2 or 3 miles. That's going to be the swap point.
Okay, so we'll stop at the services.
Out of the rain, thankfully.
Hopefully this doesn't last long.
Quick stop. Comfortable?
I'm very comfortable. I like this car.
I'm going to squeeze in, out, bang my elbow. Perfectly usable, hey? Sorry, I'm going to keep going on about that.
You are. What I meant by that was it has a nice stereo, it's not too uncomfortable. You don't get out the other end and feel like you've broken your back like you do in the STO, or did in the STO even. So, yeah, perfectly usable.
Alrighty, so I must have been in the car with you moving it around the garage or something.
I don't think you've ever been in that seat whilst I've been in this one.
Really? Interesting. Well,
You have now.
you are now doing it where it's been raining and you're on Trofeo R's and it's cold because it's Christmas.
Well, let me just say thank you very much for having this level of faith in me, because this is obviously your baby, and yeah,
I'm helping you not be able to see. You're good, I can see it. All clear to the left.
Thank you very much. Yeah, not looking for this one to end up a problem, so we'll be fine.
You know, when we turn up, the guys at TDF are going to be like, what on earth? Why did you bring this?
They're probably expecting us to be in a Transit, or...
We've got a practical Transit, we've got a Skoda, we've got, you know, even the Lusso, which is significantly more suitable. But no, we bring this silly thing.
Yeah, why not?
Now that we're kind of, I'm not going to say middle of nowhere. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, it's such a horrible noise.
That's carbon tub feelings. Just every single stone and bit of dirt on the ground pinging up and bouncing off some carbon fibre. I was going to say, now that we're in the middle of nowhere and on totally unsuitable roads for a McLaren Senna, look at those potholes down the left and single track road.
Are you going to ask me if this is still a perfectly usable car?
No, I wasn't going to say that again.
Okay.
This is very scenic though.
It is.
This like orangey sunset with the trees, very wintry. I'm not sure how we ended up here.
No, I don't know. Waze has brought us this way. Doesn't seem like the usual route, but...
No, this is definitely not the usual route. But hey, it is what it is. I don't know why we're here.
No, I feel like you're kind of regretting
a little bit
agreeing with Tom when I said, let's bring the Senna, it'll be fine. And
the Lusso, the van, and the Skoda would all be much happier here.
I think anything would be happier here.
We've made it to Bedford Autodrome successfully.
Successfully. Very successfully. We're here. We're in
We're
one
alive.
piece.
I tell you what though, it's amazing how the camera doesn't look as dark as it feels. Because it feels really dark out there, and somehow this camera manages to see quite a lot, which is impressive. Here we are at TDF.
We have arrived. There we go. Off.
Success.
Great success.
Very Manny Koshbin.
Very Borat as well, but
Cheers. But here we are, TDF. Let's go inside. We're back at TDF, back with James.
Yes.
You've been in charge of this entire project.
Indeed.
From initially when we didn't quite know what it was.
Yeah.
to working
Seems
out.
like a long time ago.
It does. But I didn't realise this was going to be completely back together.
Yeah.
You've been working through it
Absolutely.
already, mysteriously under the cover. Can we
Right.
pull it off and reveal it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've not seen it yet. This is like,
Which way do you want to go?
what's the best?
End to end maybe and go over the top?
Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's come around to the back. Shall I grab one side, you grab the other side? And we can kind of reveal how it is. And then talk through what's gone into getting this back together. Wow, it looks so much better with the clean bodywork, everything tidied up. My goodness. That's cool, isn't it?
What do you think?
That's really cool. When I left you, all the parts obviously were everywhere.
Yeah.
And now here we are. I mean, we need to talk through, obviously wheels and tires still need to go back on.
Yeah.
Talk through kind of how do we describe what we've done with it?
Good
basically?
question.
Like,
Well,
it's a full refresh.
Yeah, and it was a simulator before. So you had all the simulator bits in the front, loads of wiring and all the speakers and all that kind of stuff that was in the back. So that's all come out. Everything has been refreshed. So everything's been repainted. Obviously all the bodywork's been redone. All the suspension has been off. Brakes have all been off. And everything has had either a lick of paint or a good clean. Steering column's all been changed. Steering rack has all been inspected and sorted.
So the steering rack is now linked up.
Yep, is all in.
So turning the wheel now.
Is all up and running.
That's really cool, isn't it?
And the steering wheel, although it seems odd being that way up, there's method to our madness.
Yeah.
In that, that's the steering wheel from the FW20, which is the year after.
Yes.
It's just flat tops.
Flat topped.
So we spun yours up the other way. So
do you know what, I had spotted it and I was thinking there's got to be a reason for that.
Yeah.
There's no way you've just like put the wheel on the wrong way around.
No.
So that's an actual, so this is our kind of, I guess, sim steering wheel.
Mock-up version,
mock-up
yeah.
steering wheel.
Yeah.
This is an actual FW20 steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's like in the hands of greatness right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So who was driving an FW20 98?
This is a Villeneuve wheel, because it's got a funny setup with, he had clutch one side and up and down the gears, all on the other.
This is like candy store.
Yeah.
It's like, here's a Villeneuve steering wheel.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's all kicking around here.
Casual. So the steering is all linked back up because previously that was hooked to this computer system sensor effectively.
Yeah.
But we had enough of the real components. What I particularly like is how everything in terms of the arms and things are all clean and tidy and shiny, and but balancing that visual effect with, you can't redo the full carbon of the tray or something on the floor because we'd be spending fortunes.
Yeah, it's big money.
To make that happen. Everything went back together all right?
Yep, straight together, went together really well actually.
Perfect.
Bodywork fits really good. A couple of little bits we had to trim to fit that weren't in before. There were these panels in here.
Yeah,
that
they were
weren't
never
fitted.
installed. We never had these panels on.
No.
They were delivered with it, but we never ever had installed them or even figured exactly how they would go in.
Yeah.
So that's obviously a huge step up.
They're in. Rear wheel spacers are on, so they all fit really nicely now.
Yep.
We had to make some of these, which are like mock-up for the wheel nut retainers.
Yeah.
So we made a pair of those. They've obviously all been painted to suit. She's ready for the next step.
This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Like, I mean, it's cool in any state, whatever it is, but just because of a single seat kind of open race car is cool, whatever it is, full stop. But to see now visually starting to resemble, especially a Rothmans Williams from '97, is like...
It's a special car.
It's a really special thing. And just tidy, it's glossy, it's shiny, it's nice. I mean, doing all the paintwork, no-brainer to restoring the greatness of it.
Yeah, new paint is always a good day. Well, you know more than anybody, but new paint is always a good day.
Very carefully kind of look after it and prepare for what's next. Have you positioned the plaque anywhere? Do we have the plaque?
I've got the plaque.
Still waiting to go in. I can't help but feel that we need to end up putting that where the because the actual cars have their chassis plates here, don't they? Actually, there is an outline from it, so it was probably once upon a time there.
Yeah, it was.
Before it fell off and ended up underneath the seat.
Yes.
Which you've managed to pop that back in as well.
Yeah, seat's all back in. That's obviously all been back out, and that's gone. That was designed not ever to come back out. It was a nightmare. Yes. But now it's back out. It's removable, so that can be changed, or if you ever want to get it covered or change colours or any bits and pieces with it, so that's all good.
Cool. Oh, this is lovely.
Mirror stalks, they're new.
Oh yes, of course.
Because they didn't have the mirrors on, they were straight on the chassis
for the
before.
sim, to make sure that people jumping in and out, they wouldn't bash the mirrors off.
Yeah.
They had effectively just taken away the stalks and bolted the mirrors straight to the tub. Just looks more natural.
There's quite a few bits that we did machining wise that are sort of dotted around the car, but most of that's all hidden.
To make it all fit.
Yeah.
It's such a small thing, but I love it. And it's like full lock is like
nothing,
quarter turn, less than a quarter turn.
Pedals are now all in properly rather than being on that simulator base.
Yeah. And this is, I mean, there are still some more bits to do, wheels and tyres on, livery to do. This is so nice.
Nearly there, right?
It's so good.
Nearly there.
So good. What an awesome thing. Wow. I didn't think it would turn, I don't know why, but I didn't think it would turn out this cool.
Glad you like it. And you need to find a place for your lucky penny.
Yeah, the lucky penny. Or maybe we end up sticking it next to the
Yeah, maybe.
The chassis plaque. Pop these on carefully at some point. Oh, taped and ready to go.
Ready to go.
Literally on here. We're going to do that today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can do. Get that stuck in place. It's time to fit this, but before fitting this, I'm going to take a step inside it, carefully. Don't want to knock off one of our brand new mirrors.
No, most definitely not. Please do be careful.
Probably need to take this off.
Yes.
I'm hyper paranoid, don't want to scratch anything.
When are we getting to Topaz for BPF?
Yeah, tell me about it. For all of those motorway miles.
Yeah.
Wait, actually this is Alcantara, that's delicate enough, that's fine. There we go.
F1 drivers aren't this careful when they're getting in a car, are
No,
they?
but they're not the ones who have to deal with the repainting process or whatever needs to be done next.
Yeah.
Always feels so cool to get in here. Let's put this on. Oh, that's so cool.
That is it. You are in.
Pedals are in my position, I like this.
Oh, so I'm not going to fit then?
No, you're not going to fit. Your knees are going to be too high.
Hey, Novus Brad. It's okay,
That's
I'm
fine
not the
by
only
me.
one.
So
So
let me
are you
feel-
going to stick that whilst you're in it?
Yep. It literally just goes there. Yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
Does that look right?
it doesn't look wrong.
I'm like tiny bit to the left. Happy?
Yeah, it looks fairly straight, fairly where it should be.
I'm like, I don't know.
Just press it down, it's done now.
It's done.
And there we are. Car
Plaque
with
is-
a chassis plaque.
Plaque is installed.
It's a real car now, right?
That's not the last cool trick we have. Yeah, literally. Running F1 car. Yeah.
Pole position, yeah?
Championship. Victory.
I'm not sure you're going to be going very fast with just me and Brad pushing you when we get it back, but
Dreams. I'll get a wind tunnel.
wind tunnel will put your helmet on
It
you.
will feel like I'm going fast.
There you go, you can put your Senna helmet and race suit on.
I'll feel like I'm going fast. That's all I need. All back undercover then. It's going to be staying here for the time being before we come back out because, of course, we need to get the livery done and also fit the wheels. Really cool to get these back into place. We've got the tyres up here as well. Those need to be fitted back onto the wheels before they're in position. And then, of course, as you've noticed, there are various elements of this that need to be done, more whites and black parts, all of the livery with the stickers and everything that's going to go over it. But for now, undercover, and we shall be back with the team at TDF very soon. Back on the road. We're not charging up. EV chargers, had some fun with those in the past. Leave that there. Actually found the most perfect space because these are coach spaces, these long ones. And we're all on our own, single spot. Anyway, quick bite to eat on the way back to the barn. We've made it back, but we've left the Senna just here because, well, two things. Firstly, we haven't fueled it up and it's filthy.
Yes.
That's already two things. I can't count this evening. The reason for this, though, is because I'm going to take it home this evening, given it's already on the move.
I mean, it makes sense. As I said, it's perfectly usable.
And that's just filthy. Who could drive such a dirty Ferrari? No, I'm joking.
I'm
Love
proud
this.
of you for getting this as dirty as you have.
I think over the Christmas period, that was the aim. Just drive it lots, and that's going to continue to be the aim. Like the back, well, I'll have to clean the number plates at some point. I don't know who, what.
Me.
Now, I've come around to the back of this because I said earlier, we need to show that. But before we show that, that's going to be really cool, and it's all going to make sense. There's something else that we want to talk about, which is what we have kind of here, there, and over there.
Okay,
Confusing.
let's
All of
stay
these
here.
boxes that people have seen probably in the background of some videos.
Probably.
We have over here some really cool stuff. So we've got some desks from Nitro Concepts, a few different things that we're going to show in a moment. We also have some office chairs from Noble Chairs. Now, I've been using a Noble chair at my desk the whole time we've been here.
Yeah, your custom 4GT chair is from Noble Chairs.
Yeah, we showed that way back. These are their brand new Legend series in anthracite. But those are here for a reason, because we're going to have new offices. And because we're going to have new offices, we've just done a whole load of moving, which is why I'm slightly out of breath. Probably more than you, I don't know.
We've both been carrying stuff.
Anyway,
so.
we're going to be putting together one of the chairs and one of the D12 desks, which, by the way, you can get via overclockers. And I'm going to set them up here somehow, maybe around all of the stuff, to get a first feel for what it's like being in the office. Because you were just pointing out, Tom, that if you kind of stand here and look in that direction,
Yep.
this is pretty close to what it's going to be.
If you just cut off the end of the wall there so you can't see the edge of the plasterboard and imagine a bit of glass in that square, that's pretty much it.
Parking space, glass, smashed. More glass.
That's expensive, Tim. Please don't do that. That's not how you get into your office in future.
There's going to be a door. Don't do that. Right. So the point right now is to pop these together. And Tom just mentioned before we filmed this that he can do it in 10 minutes. So
I think I can put the chair together in sub 10 minutes.
That's pretty impressive. Anyway, we haven't put one of the D12 gaming desks together yet.
We haven't.
So we're going to give this a go.
So do you take the desk while I take the chair and we'll start a timer?
I'm not sure if that's a good idea. It's not a race. But still, easy assembly. And we'll give this a go.
Perfect. Let's give it a go.
Try.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I have a chair built and I did start a stopwatch. So let's come and 12:59. We'll stop that there.
12:59.
I failed.
I'm literally doing the last bolt right here.
Okay, so we're about the same kind of time. So I was a little bit over and above.
Done. What are we, 13 minutes?
There's your desk. Well, 12:51 for me, probably about 13 for you.
That's not bad.
And we have a chair as well. Now, you've said it doesn't count unless
it works.
it's built properly. Now, I probably should take a seat before you do, just in case, because you are the more valuable one of the two of us.
No.
But, moment of truth.
It's good. It's comfy.
They're lovely chairs, aren't
So
they?
this is the anthracite. There are a few different finishings of the new Legend chairs. This is nice. This works really well.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I was so, confident about building it in the time is because I've had one for a little while now. I built mine a while ago.
Well, I haven't built one of the desks. The Nitro Concepts D12 with the red legs, but I've even installed the various attachments. So this is all done. Am I going to walk past the Senna?
Apparently, Martin's Makita boxes. I mean, you'd nicely avoided.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how not to do it. But
Yes. Do not follow Tim. Oh, there's a desk. I guess you need to bring the chair
I need a chair, and I need to get rid of a ladder, and I need to, I don't know. I'll work it out.
Is your desk not technically going to be in this
I
corner
haven't
when
decided yet.
Okay.
I've got multiple different options. What do? We've got the arm adjustment. This slides around, moves left to right.
Yep, you can move them back and forwards as well. I think that's on the
there we
outside.
go, that's up and
there you go,
down.
Up and down, yep.
You can do the back.
Yes.
Wait, we can lean.
Yeah.
Do I trust this? It's been built by Tom. Yes, it works. It's fine.
There you go, see?
Now it will go all the way back. Oh no, now it won't go back at all. Okay.
No, now you've locked it.
Up and down.
That's up
cool.
and down. And then obviously, backrest and tilt adjustment. They have massive adjustability. Yeah. And can I just point out, you obviously don't know this because you haven't yet sat on one of these. It also has lumbar adjustment on the side there with that little twisty knob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you sit on it and
No, I can see.
yeah, can we get a visual on the camera for that? Hopefully you guys can see that coming in and
cool.
out.
Okay,
But it's
right.
literally just like a car chair.
This is coming this away. Oh, that's a cool view.
It's sat a bit far away from your desk.
You need to come here though and just
Okay.
turn the camera that way and imagine.
So if we
imagine
come
this is
and
office space.
we will be sat at your desk. I mean, that is a pretty cool view.
I'm all right with that.
The only thing currently not in shot is that, but it's right there. So that is a cool view.
I was thinking one option is desk here, the other option is desk over there.
I think either way, you're winning in terms of your office
It's cool.
view. Yeah.
Well, we're going to have multiple desks in here. We've got a few of the D12 desks and the others. We should actually go and show the others.
Yeah, let's have a look. The other
Here's
one
one
is
we
the-
prepared earlier.
The D16E, I believe they call it.
Yes, which Brad actually built. And then we're going to get to this in a moment.
Okay,
as well.
we've been teasing this for a while now.
It is worth it. It's really cool. So in here, excuse the in-action office, literally.
Yeah.
With all the stuff that's around. Get that off the desk, and the random memory sticks because video footage.
Video. So we should probably say, to begin with, this comes with like a mat that it comes on, but underneath that, it is actually a carbon fibre effect, which hopefully comes across on camera.
Electric.
Electrically adjustable.
Which is certainly good, because sometimes when you're sitting down, especially for Brad to edit for an extensive period, for a long day,
He's
you
been
need some
loving
movement.
this. Yeah.
Sometimes it's all the way up and he's just standing there.
Yeah,
typing away.
I've seen him using this as a standing desk on many occasions.
It goes surprisingly high. I'm like, but yeah.
Do we leave it up for him in the morning?
He'll just come in. I think we do. Or all the way down, one or the other, which is really cool. But
Okay.
we also need to show what's in this box. Let me pull this out. We've been talking about it for long enough. So
Where are we unboxing this thing?
I'm gonna do it in here first,
Okay.
so I can demo it, and then show where it goes,
Oh, okay, okay.
because that's also relevant.
Let's come on in.
Squeeze in through here.
There we go, I'm in.
So in here, we have something that has come very far.
Do I need to
be here.
do I need to not let them see?
No, it's okay for the moment. Let me just dangle the
Oh,
cables.
okay, that I think there's quite a hint of what's going on.
Recognize this shape?
Very much so.
Boom. The Shmuseum
wow.
neon logo. This is created by Massimo Giaccona out in North America. I actually saw this in Miami. He came down to Miami with it. And then obviously we've shipped it over because it's too big to carry in my hand luggage.
Then-
Surprise, surprise.
That is cool.
I'm going to just put that down for a second. I'm going to grab the power cable because I want to show you how this works.
Okay, I'm gonna
here.
keep looking at this because this is absolutely stunning and so cool.
This is our Shmuseum logo. Now, because the building used to be a milking parlour, that's why we've got the cattle shed at the top of the barn.
Yep.
The picture here, as you know, Tom, of course, is 4 of the Shmeemobiles in one. It's
Yep.
the shape of the Senna, the headlights of the SLS Black Series, the mirrors of the Ford GT, and the wing of the AMG GT Black Series.
Which I think is really cool given that all of those are permanent
Exactly.
cars in the collection.
Exactly. Really cool cars. So, in theory, oof,
Wow.
how cool is that?
That is amazing.
How cool is that?
That is amazing. And it looks so good on camera.
Massimo G is the man to go to for neon garage artwork. But this is not all. This is not the full story, because where's this going to go? Let me safely unplug it.
Where is that going to go? Oh, in the reception rooms when everyone walks in and
No,
that's
no,
the
no,
first
no,
thing?
because that's like off camera.
Okay.
That would be no fun. Can I carefully get out of
This
here?
is very true. Let me see if I can. There we go.
There we go. This, if you follow me here, is going to go in here.
Oh, I think I see where you're going with this.
Yep. Oh, carefully does it. Here. The lights are part of the halo space.
Awesome.
So it'll be behind the car that's here in the halo space, the newest car, the coolest car in the garage, up
So
on the wall.
This will be sat above whatever car
Yeah,
you.
I might have to mount it quite high on the wall so you can see straight over the car. But that's where it will get powered in.
That is so cool. Please be careful with that.
It's really nice. I feel like the office space is actually getting here now.
Yeah.
Like, we're pretty much
I
ready
mean,
to make it all happen.
This work started less than 2 weeks ago, and less than 2 weeks ago there was nothing here. It was just an empty shell underneath the mez.
And less than 2 weeks ago, the F1 car was still being painted.
Yes, and now it's
We've done a lot today.
a whole car.
Let me go and safely put this on here for the moment. I
Okay.
think that's safe. We'll tidy it up in just a second. That's been quite an exhausting day.
It has. It has.
I want to
Quite
say
long
a
one.
big thank you to TDF for their work reassembling the F1. A big thank you to Godlemans for their work painting the F1. A big thank you to Nitro Concepts, also to Noble Chairs, where you can purchase those items from overclockers. A big thank you to Massimo G, Mass G for this. Oh, I'm tired. Shall we pack up?
Let's go home. I think it's home time.
Until next time.